Hey, this is Paul. We're down here in Moraga Street, and Shed, we're going to give you a little tour of what's happening here. Again, the whole fundamental problem is in this house, these box outs that are picture windows in the front are protruding from the front of the house, and you can see that we've got temporary supports up on both of them here to hold these, because the way that these have been framed, first of all, the problem is tons of dry rot in here. You can see it all the way up. It's been leaking from probably the roof line, coming through the wall system, all in this corner. And part of the problem is precipitated because these boxes are actually drooping down. You may not be able to see it in the video here, but Sal's got his ladder in the way. That box is drooping down probably, 3/4 of an inch, or actually more than that, 1.5 to 2 inches across the overhang, which is about 24 inches, 2 feet out. And the reason is, you would think that these would have been constructed with cantilever joists coming out. The real problem is the joists in the house run actually parallel to the front street here. So the joists are running this way, and what the famous framers that built the house did is all they did is on the ends, I mean the ends of the box. So that would be one on this end of the box and one on the far end, one here and one at this end here. So a total of 4. I'll use the words loosely. They put in a strong arm, and what they did is they kind of look like cantilever joists, but they go back in. Here they are right here, if you can see them. You can see the 2 of them that were here. Those are the 2 that would go out here. But what they did is on this outside rim joist and on this joist here and probably back here, they actually notched in to the joist in order to let this kicker go over the top of it, and this box is just supported by these kickers at the end. The problem is that, these kickers, if you will, they're all completely rotted on the outside. And in order to replace these kickers, you'd have to open up the floor, drop them in from up top, but even so, it's not providing adequate support. The other thing is the post at this juncture of the garage door and this wall and this overhang is completely toast. And what has to happen is we need the whole rim joist out here replaced. We've got a rotted post here. We've got the kicker that's coming out here that's completely rotted, that's supporting the boxes. We need an engineering solution. We've got a bit of a soft story problem here. We've got rotted framing on the right and left side. We've got the rotted boxes overhang. I'm thinking something that might be an engineered solution of picking up a gusset made out of welded steel that's maybe a triangle that comes down and then ties back in with a plate into a properly installed post that goes down here and is anchor bolted to the footing properly here. Somebody stuck a 4x4 post in here, and this thing has got so much tension on it, it's not funny, because this post is all rotted out that's picking up the load here. So I think this is one we're gonna need to have you come out and take a look at it, because we got the other things. The main structural girder here that goes and spans from the front to the back of the house, the end of it is completely toast here, and we're thinking that we have to replace from here to this post here. But before we start cutting into anything, I think we need a little bit of an engineering plan here. So anyway, this will just give you a brief idea of what we're looking at, Shed, and I will give you a better picture later on. This is the front of the house. It's a 2-story. Downstairs is kind of utility garage, upstairs living space, and you can kind of see the profile of the structure. So this is in San Francisco. And here is the other side of the box. And we're trying to think of maybe getting kickers or corbels coming down. You can see they did that across the street where they supported the box. I'll walk over there and let you take a look at it. You can see the kickers from the garage supporting the overhang there. This could work here, but again, I'm concerned that there isn't even the proper tie-in back to the house. And then the other thing is there isn't a lot of depth for a corbel on this side over here because of the cutout for the archway to come into the house. So this piece comes out 2 feet. So if we came down 2 feet, whatever is here would be sitting in kind of free space by about a foot. So I think you've got somewhat a gist of the problem here, Shed, and hopefully get some creative ideas. Okay, thanks.